New England. We are one big family, and it is my honor to be standing with her and with all of you and with so many other leaders who are here, including the greatest mayor in America, Marty-Walsh, and so many other leaders who are here, and our great Vice President Joe Biden, who will be here, a lifelong fighter for our union brothers and sisters, who has always fought for decent wages and health care for all workers. We welcome the Vice President to Massachusetts. This week, I stood with Stop and Shop workers in Quincy. I talked with a woman in Quincy who had worked on the deli counter for 30 years. And she told me the story of how they want to cut back the benefits which she has earned throughout her entire life. And she told me how many of the other workers were going to be severely harmed if those benefits were cut back. What is happening is wrong, just plain wrong. When I went over to Malden to stand on the line with those workers at Stop and Shop, they told me their family stories as well, and what these cutbacks would mean to them and to so many of you who are out here in this audience today. So we thank you, because you are what has made Stop and Shop the success which it has become. It is not the corporate officials, it is you, the workers. Those workers told me that they just want Stop and Shop to do right by them, to ensure that everyone receives the good pay, the quality health care, the well-earned retirement that they deserve, that you deserve, which is why Stop and Shop's parent company should be ashamed of proposing drastic and unreasonable cuts to benefits and take-home pay for the UFCW workers. They want to replace real customer service with more serve-yourself checkout machines. We know that nothing replaces the years of sweat and hard work and the loyalty of Stop and Shop employees. Nothing can replace the friendly face at the butcher counter or the bakery. Nothing can replace the cashiers and baggers who make the end of everyone's day just a little bit easier. And nothing can replace the security and the dignity that comes with a contract that recognizes your hard work and dedication to providing excellent customer service. For Stop and Shop's parent company from the Netherlands, they are interested in one and only one thing. Ahold Delhaize is only about the $2 billion in profits that they made last year that they do not think is enough. This is what they want to do. They want to take it out of your pockets and put more into their pockets so their profits can be even larger, and then they can have an even larger buyback of their stocks than the $4 billion which they have done in the last 3 years to put even more money in their pockets. But for those of us who are gathered here this afternoon, this is really about the direct hurt that is felt by tens of thousands of families all across New England that rely on a good paying job to make ends meet. You should be proud of the work you do. You are part of our daily lives. You are part of my life. My family has shopped at Stop and Shop for my entire life. You are a part of the fabric of my life. You are a part of the fabric of every family in New England. And we are going to thank you by fighting for your benefits, for fighting to get what you deserve. My father was a local union president. He worked hard. He always told us that the whole reason a middle class even exists in this country is that we had unions, that they were the key. My father was the best, just like you are the best. And we cannot and we will not let this company that is already making billions of dollars nickel and dime the benefits which the ordinary worker for Stop and Shop has earned by their hard work every single day. I stand in solidarity with you this afternoon and every day moving forward. I stand shoulder to shoulder with you in this fight. We will not give up. And to everyone in New England, do not cross that line!
Do not cross the line! Do not cross the line! Do not cross the line!
Good afternoon, brothers and sisters.
Good afternoon!
My name is Brian Simmons, and I've been employed by Stop and Shop proudly for 20 years. When I first started, I thought Stop and Shop was just going to be a regular part-time job. Until one day my shop steward asked me, have you ever had a union job before? I told him no. He said, kid, listen, this is going to be the best job you'll ever have. He said, we're not just a fraternity, we're actually a family. I've never felt that more than today, seeing everyone come out and support. This truly touches me in the heart. This is the pride I want to take back to me and when I join my fellow associates on the picket line. A feeling a part of being part of a family. And even if you're not a UFCW member, you're still a member of the New England family. I've been to 6 different stores this past week just to see how the strike's being affected in the stores. And I gotta tell you, boy, we're making a statement. I don't think any of us imagined the statement that we were gonna make, but we hit them and we're hitting them hard. Customers and workers in the community coming together. We're all fighting as one unit. We're all fighting for the betterment of all. Right now, Stop and Shop wants to put my pension and my health care in jeopardy. Something I worked for and I deserve.
Right!
It's hard to justify this type of corporate greed. But these are the people the customers, these are the same people whose children we've watched grow. And it's truly a personal effect that it has on us. This hurts because we want to be inside helping the customers that we're so attached to. Stop and Shop should really think about the harm that they're doing, not only to themselves, but to their employees and to their customers. If I could say one thing to Stop and Shop, it would be to please remember how you became a powerful company that you are. Yeah. On the backs of hard-working union associates like ourselves.
Yeah!
When Stop and Shop looks at their bottom line and pats themselves on the back, they need to remember, we, the union members, are what made them what they are today.
That's right!
It's the relationships that we have with our customers.
That's right!
I would also tell them it's not too late to do the right thing. But until they do, I am here and I'm ready to stand up for the better lives for us all. And I couldn't be prouder of you all, my family. And it's truly a blessing to be here with you today. I thank you. And again, don't cross picket lines.
Thank you!
Hi everyone, my name is Michelle Wade and I'm from Providence, Rhode Island, store 725. I have worked for Stop and Shop going on 5 years this August. I work as a CSS, but I pretty much do everything from running the service desk to the front end to price changes, helping out in the bake shop and the florist department.
Everything.
I was supposed to finally go full-time in a new department, but I'm here today standing up for a better job. not just for me, but for us all. I see this fight as a fight for all of us. I'm fighting for the families of everyone up here today, just as they're fighting for mine. We are in this together. A lot of things that Stop and Shop is proposing, pension cuts, higher co-pays, and less pay, applies to me and will hurt me and my family. I have 3 daughters to think about, and struggling to afford doctor's visits, higher premiums, and increased prescription costs is something I never thought I'd have to worry about at this job. I never had an issue with Stop and Shop until they tried to give us an unfair contract. We are not asking for the world. All we are asking is to keep the benefits that we already have. I see myself going the long haul with this company, but this isn't fair. It's not fair for the workers who've been here for 20 plus years. It's not fair to the workers who will be starting here next year. It's not fair to our community. And once they treat us fairly, we will gladly bring the customers back with us. We'll be the same smiling faces, helping them that we were before the fight. Rocking their babies while the moms pay, taking care of their kids while they're trying to get their shopping done. We just want what is fair for us in the community. That is what we are fighting for. Thank you.
What are we not going to do?
Cross the line!
What are we not going to do?
Cross the line!
Good afternoon, everybody. My name's Judy Geary, and I am here from the Wallingford, Connecticut store 638. I've been with the company for 9.5 years this time. This is my 3rd time back. Total of 22 years. I've worked for each and every owner of the company. The first one was the best. I know I love my job, and I am committed, as you are, to all of our customers. And you know what? The past week has shown that our customers are committed to us. Not our wholesale highs, but us. So many people that I've served and you've served over the years have joined us on the picket line. They see that this company is not doing the right things. Our customer understands it's wrong to invest more in robots than in people. Marty can sure find that spill. But he cannot listen to our customers when they're going through a hard time. He cannot provide service as a smile as well as you and I can. He cannot look you in the eye and sincerely say thank you for your business. He cannot take care of any human needs. And that isn't the way the company used to be. I'm worried about the way things are going at Stop and Shop. Seems to me the company has turned their back on our family values. I don't like that corporate values workers like me and you or our customers, that they would value the dollar over us. I know this last week has been really hard for all of us, but the stakes are too high for us to turn around now. A contract that cuts our benefits, reduces pay, threatens our retirement isn't a good deal for anyone. We cannot accept it, and we will not accept it. 9.5 years ago, I was walking on a snowy road. I had a suitcase in one hand, my dog in another. I was walking to my uncle's house to see if I could live with him because I did not have any place to live. He took me in. My union job at Stop and Shop got me through that tough time. Almost a decade after, hard work, serving our customers, saving money, I was recently able to buy my home. It's just a little farmhouse built in 1747, but it's mine. I did that and I earned that. Now you tell me, is that the American dream? People who work hard should be able to build a better life for themselves. Stop and Shop's proposal would make that harder and almost impossible for us to do, and that's just not right. What we're asking for is to have our hard work be valued. Work hard should mean earn more, not less. Stop and Shop needs to do what's right, and they need to do what's right today. It's time to get a better offer. It's time for a contract that doesn't hurt us and our families so that we can get back to work, doing what we all do best, serving our customers and community with dignity. Thank you, everybody.
Don't cross the line! Don't cross the line! Don't cross the line! Don't cross the line!
Hi, folks. First of all, I gotta say, wow. When we first talked about going on strike, they laughed at us. They said we couldn't do it. Look at this. My name is Richard Natale. I work at Stop and Shop 416 in Dedham. I've been with Stop and Shop 34 years. Like Debbie Goldberg said, I was with her at the old Chestnut Hill store. I was here when store 10 was right where TJ Maxx is now. We're the ones who built this company. They forget that. No. They can buy robots for the stores, yet they won't take care of us. It's corporate greed, folks, corporate greed. It's a long time ago when the company liked us and they'd invest in us. When a part-time worker actually became full-time, that was a big thing. I was proud of somebody who went full-time. Now, I want to tell people, you don't want to go full-time. Yeah. They want to take away from you. How do you tell someone to go full-time, then we're going to take away 2 of your vacation weeks, 4 of your paid holidays, 4 of your sick days? But you get a $2 raise. How do you tell someone that? That make you want to go full-time with Stop and Shop? No, not at all. We have always worked hard for Stop and Shop. The customers come in to see us. We know there's a lot of competition out there. No one has to go to Stop and Shop. They come to see us, and we know it. First of all, I'll tell you, it's hard to talk last, because everything's already been said. But they told me that I'm going to be number 8. Remember the old saying, 8 is great? Then the bags got cheaper, and it became try for 5. I don't know what it is now.
I love it.
Bring your own.
6 for 6. Now you tell the customers, put 5 items in their bags. But it does. Exactly. Stop and Shop. Let me tell you, all the media, all the news, they always say that we're the ones being greedy, that we want more, that we're the selfish ones, that they're trying to do the right thing by us. On our picket line yesterday, a van of handicapped children came to the store, as they usually do on Wednesday mornings. The driver was terrified. He didn't want to get out of the van. But there was one autistic child in there yelling he had to come and see his Stop and Shop. So he asked me, is there any way we would help him? So 2 of us captains took him off the bus. He asked why we're outside, and we said we're fighting for a fair contract. He had to go and get his soda. He had to get it from his Stop and Shop. That's right, it was his Stop and Shop. When he saw the line and saw us outside, he didn't want to go inside the store. He actually walked the line with us. So Stop and Shop people aren't bad people. We're here for each other, we're here for the community. And we'll tell them we deserve it. We're not asking for $1 million. We're not asking for the pie. All we want is a small slice of pie. We don't ask for much, because Lord knows we don't get it. All we want is to keep what we already have and a little more money. And to them, that's too much to them. So what do we say? No, not gonna happen. Thank you, folks. Stay strong. Stay strong. And all end soon. Thank you, folks. God bless.
We've had a number of elected officials on all of our picket lines having our backs, and we have a lot of them here today. And we wanted to listen to our brothers and sisters, and we have a big program, and it's chilly out here, so I want to thank all of them that have come, and we appreciate their support. I want to thank Representative Bruce Ayers, Representative Jamie Murphy, Representative John Rogers, Representative Patrick Kearney, Representative Dan Hunt, Representative Stephen Hay, Representative Dave Robertson, Representative Tom Vitolo, Representative David Bealey, Representative Claire Cronin, Representative Michelle Dubois, Senator Mark Pacheco, Senator Nick Collins, Senator Walter Timilty, and Congressman Stephen Lynch. Thank you all for your support.
Kristen Johnson. I'm from Medford. Well, I live in Medford. I work in Somerville, 498. I've worked for this company for almost 12 years. It's been a long haul. I've seen a lot of changes since I started. Let me just say one thing. This is absolutely amazing. You guys rock. You really do. The show of support from our communities has been incredible. I want to say thank you to everyone for coming down to the lines to help us and to fight the good fight. Keep us going and keep us inspired in this kind of weather that we're experiencing right now.
It's beautiful.
This is our moment. It is beautiful outside right now, isn't it? It's better out here than it is in there right now. Oh, it sure is colder in there. That's right. You can hear a pin drop, I'm sure. We are definitely sending a strong message to this company that our customers and our workers come first, always. No exceptions. I'm here because I work hard. You guys are here because you work hard. We come in blizzards. We come in all kinds of weather and situations. This is a company that had a $225 million tax cut. They made $2 billion in profits and $4 billion in stock buybacks, and they want us to pay even more for our health care. This is absolutely ridiculous. It's corporate greed at its finest, if that's what you want to call it. How much is enough? Like, when do we say enough? And we said it last Thursday. 3 states, 31,000 members definitely stood up and said, enough. We've had enough. We're done. We're done giving back. It's time for you to give us something. Yeah. Our customers definitely have our backs. They're coming by every day, turning around, which is awesome, showing their support by walking the line, bringing their kids to the line, informing their children what it means to be a part of a union. That is the important thing. We have to educate our families, our friends, on what it really means to be a union. This is what it means, people. We have each other's back. We're not going anywhere. They hate seeing this right now, I'm sure. But you know what? It's so good for us. It just brings us closer. It really does. We're growing stronger every day. We're not going to give up, and we're not backing down. Right. We're not going to stop until we get the contract we deserve. And we won't stop until our health care and our pension is protected. I want to thank everybody who has not crossed our line. And on behalf of the 31,000 members, I am proud to welcome Boston Mayor Marty-Walsh.
Kristen. How about a round of applause for Kristen? How's everyone doing today? The little rain's not going to put us inside, so I want to thank you all for being here today. Let me just say, first of all, UFCW workers, we're here because of you, so let's give them a round of applause. That's why we're here today. There's union members from all over the place, UAW, teachers, building trades, and the common union, everybody should have sounded. Firefighters, Teamsters, everybody. So we want you to know that we stand with you today, and that's why we're here. I want to just quickly name some of the elected officials. I know they were mentioned already, but I want to just mention a few more because they're here today too. We have from the Boston City Council Kim Janey's with us today, who represents right down the street. State Representative Liz Myers with us today from Jamaica Plain. Nick Collins, who represents this district, Senator Nick Collins. Tommy Vitolo, State Representative. State Representative from Norwood, Johnny Rogers is here. State Representative David Beal from South Boston. State Representative Michelle Dubois is here. State Representative Patrick Kearney's here. State Senator Mark Pacheco's here. And we have a whole bunch of other folks here. And Senator Markey as well. Thank you, Senator Markey. I'm here today, obviously as the mayor of Boston. But more importantly, I'm here as a labor person. Somebody who grew up in a labor family. My father came from Ireland, you know the story. He joined the laborers union. I followed him into the laborers union. I grew up right up the street up here. The health benefits that he had when I was a kid, when I was sick, helped our family. The labor was a family, the unions were a family, and they still are a family. His union fought for good wages. His union fought for health care. His union fought for a pension. My father was able to, when he retired, be able to enjoy that because he had a pension from working as a laborer. When he passed away, my mother was able to get that pension so she can live. So she can raise us and have her family. That's what this is all about. When I heard about this strike, and I saw some of the papers going back and forth, and the company wanted to take away health insurance. That's something that we can't stand for. When the company doesn't want to pay basic wages to people, that's something we can't stand for. When the company doesn't want to support people in long-term longevity and pensions, we can't stand for that. That's not who we are. That's not who we are as a city. That's not who we are as a state. And that's certainly not who we should be as a country. I'm here today because the workers who work in that store behind me, they're vital to our economy. They do an important role. They keep us fed. They put food on the table. They make sure that we have all the goods that we need. They're working early in the morning when we're sleeping. They're unloading trucks, making sure those shelves are full. They're giving back to their community. They're raising children. They're our coaches. They're our parents. They're the people who worship with us in our churches. That's why I'm here today. I'm here today because we stand with you. I have one message to Stop and Shop. It's an easy message. Sit down at the table and negotiate a contract and respect the people that make the money for your corporate office, that put the money in the food in your mouth, and show respect and take care of them. That's a simple message. I stand here today because these jobs are good jobs. I stand here today because we're asking for fair wages with benefits. I stand here today because we're asking to make sure we respect our employees and their families with health care. I stand here today to make sure that our employees that work here and other Stop and Shops can have a secure retirement. I'm watching people on the picket line right now here and across the Commonwealth, and I see some of them are senior citizens. They're working to be able to live, to be able to pay for their prescriptions, to be able to put food on their table. That's dignity. That's what we should be doing, respecting our people, respecting the workers of the city and the state. That's why I'm here today. I've been the mayor for the last 5 years. I've seen a lot of great things happen in our city. I've seen a lot of great growth in our city. As you can see, there's a lot of great cranes. We have more people living in Boston, this Commonwealth, this year now than we did over the last 10 years. It's not the time to go backwards, it's the time to go forward. Every industry, or most industries I talk to, they talk about how good they're doing. Everybody has to eat. Everybody has to shop. I don't know why business is down. We have more people living here and shopping here and working here than us in ever before. So we're asking for support. So I ask you all, not the UFCW workers, I ask the other unions here, a couple of things. Respect the workers on the picket line. I know you won't cross the picket line to go in and shop, but remind our family and our friends and our neighbors not to cross the picket line to go in the shop. Don't cross the line! Don't cross the line! Don't cross the line!
Don't cross the line! Don't cross the line!
Don't cross the line! I also ask you to make sure when you drive by a picket line, offer some support, give a hoot, give a thumbs up, let the members know that they have a lot of people behind them and standing with them every single day. And I ask you one more thing. When you have a few minutes, make sure that you join in the picket line with the workers to make sure that they understand that we support them and we stand with them and we will always stand with them and we'll be with them until this strike is over, to make sure when people go back in. Now, I felt pretty good a minute ago. I came here, everyone's clapping for me, I felt really good about it. And then all of a sudden, everyone stopped looking at me. I feel guilty. So I'm going to turn this podium over to your president, and then he's going to turn this podium over to the Vice President of the United States of America, Joe Biden.
Adjustment here. Can y'all hear me? Yes. Look, I want to give you a quick report. Our presidents of these locals have been meeting every single day. They've been at the table. They're trying to wrestle it out of them. And as long as you guys continue to do the kind of work that you're doing, we're going to get exactly what we deserve. Yeah! Woo! Now let me tell you about somebody who's come to stand here with you. He's not a man that just showed up for this fight. He's been fighting fights all his life. He's walked the line. He's talked the talk. His entire life, not just in the last 30 or 40 years. He stood up for economic justice because he knows that the struggle and the loss of American workers and their families, what they endure. He realizes, as we all must, that fights are bigger than politics, because he knows that whether or not you're a Republican or you're a Democrat, this is about whether or not hard-working men and women should be able to live a better life. He's not here for a political rally. Himself. He's here to rally to support you. Every Stop and Shop worker and their families. The simple truth is that when any of us see something wrong, it's up to us, all of us, to speak out and say what's right. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor, it is my privilege to introduce the former Vice President of the United States, Joe Biden.
I want to start off by thanking Mark. He called me and asked whether I'd come up and speak. Look, I'm getting so sick and tired of the way everybody's being treated, all American workers, that I've had it up to here like a lot of you have. And look, I'm gonna make this short because it's raining here and I'm gonna lose you all. But look, looking out at this crowd, it looks like my own neighborhood in Scranton and Claymont. No, I really mean it. I really mean it. People who bust their neck, people who go out and make a living, people who play by the rules, people who've done everything they're supposed to do, and people who are entitled to be treated with respect and decency and fairness. You know, my dad used to say, Joey, a job's about a lot more than a paycheck. It's about your decency, your place in the community. It's about how you're treated. It's about decency. It's about honor. It's about being able to look your kid in the eye and say, honey, it's going to be okay, and mean it. When you lost the job, it's no, I mean it. I really mean it. I'm not joking about this. It's not a political, this is God's truth. When my dad left Scranton because he didn't have work, every time someone would lose a job and claim out of Wilmington where he lived, he'd say that. It's about a lot more than a paycheck. And what's happening here is workers are not being treated across the board with dignity. They're not being treated like they matter. And let me get something straight with you all. Wall Street bankers and CEOs did not build America. You build America. People build America. And guys, that's not hyperbole. That's just a simple fact. That's a fact. The middle class built this place. And you know who built the middle class? Unions. Unions built the middle, not a joke. And something's happening here, guys. The reason why you not only busted your neck and walked picket lines and went on strike over the years to get better results for you, you got better results for every worker in America. There's only one reason why there's a 40-hour week. There's only reason why there's overtime pay. There's only one reason why these protections exist. And they exist for all workers because of you. But for a while, a lot of other laborers, not union, forgot it. But now the way they're being treated by corporate America, they're beginning to remember it again. That's why they're going to support you in boycotting this place. That's why they're going to support you. No, I really mean it. Things are going to change. And it's about time they change. Look, guys, everybody who works like hell in this country, the way we're all raised is you work, you play by the rules, you get a shot. And you get a shot, you get an opportunity. You get an opportunity to be in the middle class. The middle class is not a number. Middle class is a value set. It's about being able to own your own home and not have to rent it. It's being able to send your kid to a decent park where then you know they're going to come home safely. Send them to school, you know if they do well, they can go beyond high school. It's being able to take home your geriatric mom when in fact your dad passes away and hope your kids never have to take care of you. And how's that happen? It happens if you have decent health care. It happens if you have a fair wage. It happens if you have a retirement. Without those things, you cannot live a middle-class life. Let's get something straight about this outfit. And they're not unique here. They're not unique. It's happening all over corporate America. These guys this parent company made $4 billion in the last 2 years. They got almost $250 million in a tax cut with that scam that the president put through. Think about this. What do? They bought back $3 billion of their own stock. You know why?
With the tax cut.
Because that increases the amount of the value of the stock that's left. That means the CEO gets paid a hell of a lot more, the wealthy get paid a lot more, and the stock carriers get paid a lot more. You know, it used to be that the only stakeholder in corporations were not just shareholders. I got a cartoon in my office that I think you saw it, Marty. Every time the president committee turned it around, it was on the mantelpiece. By now I have it in my other office, a pen. And it says, it's a picture, it's some New Yorker. It's a picture of a great big rotund guy with a black turtleneck, black mask, and a black beret. And he's sitting at a table being interrogated. There's a great big bag, a burlap bag on the table with a money sign on it. And he's looking at the interrogator and he's saying, how was I supposed to know he was a job creator? When did that happen? The only people who are job creators are stockholders. When did that happen? My dad busted his rear end selling automobiles as a general manager. You mean to tell me he didn't create jobs all up and down the line? You don't create jobs all up and down the line? We used to have everybody who was in on the deal. And it used to be a basic bargain. So you contributed to the benefit of the outfit you work with. You got to share in the benefits. But that doesn't happen anymore. Wages have gone up very little. Productivity's gone up exponentially. And where are you sitting? The same place you've been before. Look, guys, we've had enough of this. I really mean it. We've had enough of this. It's not just happening here. It's happening in union movements all across the country, and a lot of ordinary people getting out there and supporting it. This bargain has been broken, and the fact of the matter is, you know, what they do with this is they go back and they, you know, how can they make that money, buy back all that stock and tell you they're going to cut your wages, they're going to cut overtime, they're going to cut your medical care benefits, they're going to cut, I mean, how in God's name does that match anything? Not a joke. I mean, look, I know you're used to hearing political speeches, and I'm a politician, I get it. But this is way beyond that, guys. This is way beyond that. This is wrong. This is morally wrong what's going on around this country. And I've had enough of it. I'm sick of it.
Do it, Joe! Do it!
Guys, look,
Run, Joe, run!
We're in a place where the fact is you're entitled to this country. We all were raised. I was raised with a dad who had a high school education, and a lot of, I'm the first guy in my family to go to college. No big, because my dad busted his neck to get me there. But here's the deal, guys. We were all raised to believe that if we worked like hell, we could do anything.
Yep.
We had the ability to get anywhere, but we kind of was based on the idea we thought some people were going to play this fair. And the thing that bothers me the most, and I'll end with this, is think about it. Think about how we don't treat hard-working American middle-class people with any dignity. My dad used to have an expression, he means it. Every single person deserves to be treated with dignity. But think of what we do. You know, when the guy, I was just with the electoral workers. You know, if in fact, they're climbing up a pole in the middle of a storm, who goes by and says thank you to them? When was the last time you told somebody who unstopped the drain outside your house to keep your basement flooding, thanks? I appreciate what you do. It's all of us, guys, too. No, it really is. It's all of us. You got to start recognizing what people do because it matters to everybody.
Absolutely.
It matters whether or not they feel respected. And I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of the way we're not being treated. So guys, I promise you, there's a lot of folks that are going to support you, a lot of folks around the country supporting you, but you got to also support all the rest of these folks who are going to be doing the same thing. We got to stand together, and if we do, we will take back this country. Keep it going. And one job should be enough.